Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your June 2025 General Tarot Psychic Reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general tarot reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Sagittarius. And basically today I'm just going to ask Spirit what you need to hear right now. I am doing this in the time frame of June, but whenever you find this, I hope these messages are for you. I'm going to ask what needs to be revealed to you, what can you better understand about whatever's going on in your life, and what to prepare for. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I like to start off my readings by doing a little mini meditation to clear and set the energy, but if you don't have time for that, no worries, I completely understand. Go ahead and check the timestamps in the pinned comment below in the description box of this video. For those of you who are with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It does help me connect your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in. I'm going to ring the sound bowl 3 times, and during that time, I just want you to open up your energy, to ask the questions you have in regards to your life, and we'll see what Spirit has to say through the cards. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Sagittarius. The first thing I saw in my mind's eye was a shovel. So quite literally, it could mean that some of you guys are doing some yard work, some, housework perhaps, or maybe someone kind of is involved in construction, landscaping type of things, architecture, maybe even building, managing, whatever. But besides the quite literal things that could be around, I was feeling like you guys are digging something up, or some of you guys are uncover something that maybe have been, buried to you, hidden from you. It feels like information. It feels like the truth that some of you guys are really getting down to and getting the work to find it out, right? Like a shovel takes some time, it takes some energy to really uncover whatever is buried. So I definitely feel this is something you've been actively pursuing, something that you've been trying to find out. And then I smelled like jasmine oil. So jasmine to me intuitively is kind of like harmony, peace, that type of vibe. So I do feel whatever you are meant to uncover, it is going to give you a peace of mind. It is going to bring harmony back into your life. And it's like, now that the truth is out there and now that I found it out, I can stop worrying. I can stop like obsessing over, what it is that feels so off. Something is coming in as an answer to you guys, is what I really feel, or what Spirit wants you to know about any information that you found out currently. So without further ado, let's go ahead and pull the cards and see what the cards have to say about all this. So Spirit, tell me about this energy surrounding Sagittarius in June, or whenever Sagittarius finds this. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, so we have Beloved. That's a beautiful card. And it says, prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. Wow. Okay. So for some of you guys, when I was seeing that vision of the shovel and like uncovering, finding the truth, like, I wonder if some of you guys, it feels like very strong earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy that you could be dealing with, or you could have very strongly in your chart. But it was kind of like someone that was like refusing to be vulnerable or refusing to open up. And it does honestly feel like a romantic type of situation going on here. And so I feel like Sagittarius, it was like trying to do some digging, and maybe some of you guys did some research on this person, Googled this person, looked them up, like their social media, LinkedIn's, to kind of find more about them. And I think there was just a vulnerability issue with this person, but you stayed dedicated. You knew their boundaries. You knew when to kind of dig deeper in your own way, whether that was psychically, and then kind of just kept going at it until they were ready. And now I feel as if they feel like they bonded with you. They feel like they have created something, you know, of a sense of trust with you, that now they are kind of ready to open and to show you. I'm seeing the letter B as in Brian or Brenda. First, middle, last initial can mean something to someone here. Tell me more about this energy for Sagittarius. I'm seeing teeth. Someone may have something with their teeth going on. Someone could have very nice teeth. Tell me more. I'm seeing very blue eyes as well here. Then we have be proud. And it says, it's time to celebrate all that you've achieved, all that you are, and all that you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you've achieved and to be proud. Interesting. So some of you guys, I really do feel a couple different things here. Some of you, I really do feel like you've found the one, and that's how you feel with this person. Like you really do think that there was some sort of worthiness in staying dedicated to this and not putting this person on the back burner because they weren't quick to open up, they weren't quick to trust. Like there was a gut feeling here that you had about this certain person, that it was going to be worth it to stay with them, to take it slowly, to understand where they're coming from. And I think through that and finally coming at this place where they're ready to be open with you, real with you. Not that they were being dishonest, I would say, but maybe just a lot more guarded. Now you are kind of happy that you're able to show this off. I wonder if some of you guys are taking this relationship connection further. They want to actually start seriously dating you or consider you their boyfriend, girlfriend, really kind of just go for trying this out and seeing where it goes. And some of you are really happy that you kept this going despite some of the ups and downs that you may have been through with this person, basically like revealing their feelings, revealing their intentions towards you. But others of you, this person makes you feel amazing. I do feel that, like, they lift you up. They are proud to have you on their side. You know, I don't know if they find you to be very physically attractive, and it's a little ego boost to know you got some arm candy with you or someone that's really good looking that they kind of show off, brag about to their inner circle, friends, family members. They show them pictures of you, your social media, and people agree. You're a catch, right? So I definitely feel there's some sort of excitement, something to celebrate, and something to give credit to yourself of like being right about this situation and giving this, you know, time, patience for it to grow, because it's bonding very, very beautifully here. I see someone kind of breaking out too, skin-wise. Don't worry, it'll clear up, but I think it's just an oil buildup. I don't know why I'm confirming this for someone, but let's go ahead and pull some more cards. Let's see what the tarot has to say here. 3 things that Sagittarius needs to know and hear right now, Spirit. First we have is the Prince of Spring. This is the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. Some of you could possibly be dealing with another Sagittarius or someone with strong Sagittarius in their chart. Then we have Ace of Swords. See? That's the information that I was feeling in the mini meditation, right? The revelation, the conversation, the truth with this Ace of Swords here. Air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy. Tell me more. Then the Two of Wands. I love this Aries energy. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. Oh my goodness. Very strong fire here. So some of you could possibly be dealing with another fire sign. Like I said, another Sagittarius or an Aries or a Leo. But it says, be grateful. You have much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. This has been working up to a partnership that you guys feel very confident in, proud of. I do feel you've met your match. This is the card known as 1111. And with me, with the Two of Wands, sometimes I do feel twin flame energy because it's 2 of fire, right? So definitely you've met a match, you've met a soulmate. And I do feel June is meant to kind of really establish your feelings with one another, establish your intentions, establish something where you guys are making something to celebrate out of, whether that is kind of a commitment to one another, moving in with one another, or having those discussions, planning a trip together, planning to, you know, introduce family members to one another. People do see you as that ideal couple, that you guys get along great, you have similar interests, you make each other happy, make each other laugh. Honestly, this is very, very beautiful energy, and I think a lot of people are seeing it from the two of you and seeing that you guys are happy, which is, you know, what most people in your life want you to be, Sagittarius, especially if some of you guys had, you know, era of duds or an era of dry, like nothing much happening romantically before you met this person, and now you guys are, you know, together. And I'm seeing someone like taking a selfie with this person recently, that may be saved as like a contact picture. All right, before we get into these cards, let me clarify each and every one of them to get a bit deeper. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords. Nice. Libra energy. What about the Ace of Swords? Ace of Wands. Wow, so 11's all over here, and ones too. Your birthday could be December 1st, December 11th. For my cuspers, November 21st, perhaps. But wow, yeah, this is a new beginning in this, or there's something that's meant to kind of really take off here. The start of a conversation leads to a further development of excitement, plans, wants to do something more of this. Bottom of the deck, Strength, Leo energy. Yeah, this bond is very, very strong between the two of you. And I feel honestly it's been strong from the start. Like, again, there was like some gut feeling you felt about this person specifically that you wanted to hold on to, that even when times got tough, which I see here for some of you, you still stuck through it. And again, it would be nothing of tough times of any abuse or any manipulation. That's not what I'm seeing and feeling here. But it's more so of someone holding back, or someone feeling, you know, afraid to build the courage up to believe that this could be something, you know, very deep, very much something they could believe in, have faith in. And I'm saying that because there's the Five of Pentacles, which someone dealt with in love and romance, definitely. It feels as if someone dealt with someone that like left out of the blue with no clarity. It felt like someone ghosted or been ghosted by someone they were really involved with, or had a series of that. So this has all kind of been the foundations of why someone may have been more protective, why someone may have been more guarded. But I do feel with whoever thought it was worth pursuing, like the strong, courageous, passionate pursuit of this is what made someone feel a little more confident day in, day out of all this. I'm seeing these sunflowers too. Beautiful. Maybe the sunflower means something to you guys. So let's get into it. So the Knight of Wands with the Queen of Swords. And the Knight of Wands is someone who's charming, self-confident, passionate, and restless. Immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage in a passionate relationship. But this is being clarified by the Queen of Swords. So what this says to me is that there is two energies in this. One that was a little bit more mature, wise, observant, very observant, and is using these observations to kind of analyze what's really going on beneath the surface. Someone who's definitely a researcher, a little bit of a detective with this, you know, social media searches, Googles, whatever, right? And then on the other side, it was someone who's very like passionate about life, likes to go out and do things, doesn't like to stay home for too long, needs to get up and get going, likes to, you know, find out what's going on in the city, in the town, and to get tickets for it, or to hang out with friends at the local, you know, bars, or at friends' houses if they don't drink, like just very much like in the go or on the go type of people. And their charm is very hard to deny. They always make someone laugh, people smile, people feel welcome, and they like to put on a little bit of a show. And I think it definitely caught the eyes of the Queen of Swords. Whatever energy that is, it's not gender or sex specific. Let me just verify, but it's feminine air energy, who, you know, the counterpart of this Knight of Wands energy that's so, you know, courageous, passionate, a little bit of a show off in a sexy way. The Queen of Swords is a little bit more like, all right, I got my eye on you. I'm watching this. I feel there's something there. I know there's something there, but I want to see how real this person can be. I want to see what is all kind of just a facade for protection and what's deeper than that. And I feel the Queen of Swords definitely did take some time to initiate certain conversations where sometimes the Knight of Wands could have been a bit more dodgy at, to be honest. But again, you're very smart, or someone here is very smart at knowing when to dig deeper and when to pull back. And it worked pretty well to make this person not feel like they're being pressured or, you know, roped in too soon, but at the same time, like holding them enough accountable to know that there has to be a little bit more conversation going on here if this is something you both want to take seriously. And here it is coming through for you guys. The Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So it says, don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Amazing new ideas that should be implemented. So this being clarified by the Ace of Wands, I definitely feel as if like there's going to be a conversation very soon, if it has not happened already, of the clarity of what this is. Where is this going? Is this just temporary? Is it just a flame that we both feel, but we don't have the same goals that we want? Or could this be something more? And I do feel, you know, the want to start this conversation is coming from the Queen of Swords, but different from the past experiences where maybe they're like, oh, I don't know yet, we still need to figure out, or kind of dodging it. They are feeling confident enough to go into this conversation head on with that fire and that passion and give you the clarity that you've been looking for. Kind of telling you, yeah, ever since I've been hanging out with you, I've had a great time with you. I really felt like we connect so well, that we have this excitement in our lives, the same goals in our lives, what we want to achieve in our lives, what makes us kind of happy, and how we can flow that with one another works really well. And maybe even, again, some of you guys with the Ace of Swords could definitely be like an invitation to something that you being their date or +1/2 would kind of introduce you as being their partner or their one. So I wonder if it's like a wedding invite, or to be a +1, something on a trip with family members, something along those lines. But it is really ultimately revealing to you that this is a spark of something different, something special. And honestly, sexually, you guys are very, very compatible with one another. And maybe there's something new or something they want to try out with you in the bedroom that they want to introduce that I think is going to really turn you on. So we also have the Two of Wands with the Five of Pentacles. So what this says is, a bright future manifested through hard work and creativity, partnering with others who share your dreams. Great progress being made. I do have to say, for some of you, if you are going down that path of talking about living together, finding a new home together, I have to say there may be some difficulties in finding that perfect place where both of you feel, you know, great with. There could be some disappointments on Zillow or whatever you're finding your, you know, potential outlooks in, or like, again, you think it looks good on paper, but you visit the home and it's not that great. So others of you, though, not so specifically like that. I think they're on the same page of moving this forward, where before they may have felt, you know, hurt by love and romance, or hurt by, you know, the past, where, again, this Five of Pentacles, Taurus energy, by the way, is very much, you know, feeling like left out, feeling, you know, the rug being ripped under you, that you don't have anything, that, you know, there's just a very down on your luck type of energy that some of you may have felt in your love life for quite some time, or that they're recently coming out of. Maybe even a divorce I'm feeling here with this Five of Pentacles, where it was an unfair divorce, by the way. So to get back on this page, it made someone kind of really realize that maybe what they were afraid of as far as disappointment, hurt, or being, you know, left alone again, they kind of broke that down by getting to know you and seeing how much you guys are alike, seeing how much you guys really do relate to and how you want the same things, is making them see that this can be a reality. Now, for some of you, I am feeling single parent energy, and being a single parent has been very hard for someone, as it would with anyone, but like particularly, especially if a divorce went wrong, or, you know, someone wasn't paying child support or whatever, custody fights maybe even to a degree. I do feel like the person that doesn't have, you know, a child wants to come in and really step up and help, and wants to, you know, be there for the person that they are very interested in and see where this could go. So that is a positive here for some of you guys that may have been wondering that. Someone could have purple bed sheets or a purple blanket on their couch or bed. But all right, Sagittarius, let's go ahead and wrap up this beautiful reading with one more message for you guys. Any last messages from the Sagittarians? You guys got two. I am going to take both. So first we have motivation with encouraging. Trigger statement, I don't know where to start. True statement, I take action now. You will find clarity and the ability to create now. This is your time to make things happen. Beautiful with this, right? With the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords, it's completely confirming that this is your time with the clarity that you're getting to make something out of it, to be at peace with finding and hearing that once and for all, but then to do something with it. So the conversation is going to grow something more, a relationship, you know, ideas of moving in, possible ideas of perhaps even something further, marriage down the line, how we could get there down the line. So definitely I feel the excitement, encouragement of this romantic situation for you guys is meant to go further, and you guys feel more confident about that now in June or whenever you find this than you have before. But yeah, that conversation is going to make big, big changes in your life, or at least the motivation to start making those big changes. And then we have Copaiba. I believe that's a healing oil of some sort. Trigger statement, I am ashamed. True statement, I am cherished. Oh, this is kind of relating to the Five of Pentacles here. It says there are connections to ancestral and childhood memories that are ready to be healed. Allow divine light to shine within. Wow, I didn't even see this before, but you know, with the divorce, it could have been even someone's childhood, that when they were growing up, their parents went through a very messy divorce or a very bad example of love. So there could have been a distrust in love fundamentally from that I think, whether that was you, Sagittarius, that went through this, or the person you're dealing with being with each other, you're seeing what true love is, and that what that experience was for someone is not what's meant to be for you. And I think through finding this person, or them finding you, it's become very, very clear that that fear was something that was holding them back from experiencing true love. And I know that sounds a little corny, but it's absolutely true here. And I think you guys are finding that within each other, which I feel is amazing. So thank you so, so much, Sagittarius, for joining me for this reading. I really hope it resonated with you. And if you guys really love my channel, love my love readings when they come out, and like to watch the extended readings, I have opened an exclusive Mermaid Scales Tarot membership on Patreon that will be for my biggest fans at a great price and deal, rather than, you know, other than buying an extended every time. You'll have access to all the extended readings, plus some exclusive content only made available to my Patreon members. So if you guys are curious about it at all, go ahead and check out the description box of this video, where you will find the link to Patreon. But if this resonated, and this is where we leave, thank you for joining me. And if this message resonated, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Sagittarius, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Sagittarius.